Hello and welcome back into approaching the end of this glorious economized game. I'm excited. Radio happening. We are real quick to rocketry. 7 turns for rocketry. 180 rocketry is probably not going to do it for a sub 200, but it's gonna be a worthy attempt. Just you wait. Just you wait. No wonder his science was so good. He had Geneva the whole time. There's another scientific city-state here. I want to meet them. Hey. Hey, I want to meet you. Who are you? Please? Haha. Well, this game would have been perfect for sub 200, except we didn't spawn anywhere near Geneva or Stockholm. Bummer. It's a bit of a bummer. All right, what other boosts can we get along the way here? Still have reasonable gold per turn. Sure. I will trade with you so you don't declare on me. I don't want to deal with it. Oh, she got statue. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little scared. Shouldn't spend all our money because we might need to upgrade a couple infantry. All right. Turn 179 rocketry. Einstein will be great. We need more books. Books! Can probably, you know what? We could probably get out of the, Wait, why can't you build a fort? What? I have a military engineer. I would like to create a fort. Huh?
But as I headed into the...
That's a nice one. Oh, because I don't have siege tactics yet. Yep. I always do that, don't I? Yeah, we'll stop by and grab that real quick. Thank you, cow. Good looking out. We'll get overflow science. We won't really delay rocketry all that much. All right. 127 production. Map reminds you a little Europe. Interesting. I always forget that when you get military engineers, they can't automatically do forts. I always forget this. Bye, Jerusalem.
The lowest is to attack a city. Siege of a city is only done as a last resort.
I want to steal money / get vision from him. You know what? We're going to get out of the builder policy now. Let's just build this the normal way. Oh, we're not running it anyways. All right. I don't have any envoys to send to Stockholm, sadly. All right, rocketry. We get a great general, which can be a cavalry. Sweet, we can defend against Nubia now. By the time we finish exploring, we're going to have satellites. Which is why I'm usually really bad at exploring. Especially in space race games. You ready? You ready to one-turn this? I'm excited. $135 production, that's it? Makes me sad. All right, we're gonna do overflow the old-fashioned way. Hey, Kevy, how you doing, man? Monty science game. Now you've seen it all. It's so funny to me that Monty doesn't get the credit he deserves as a really, really good mid-game economizing civ. Can do anything. One of the best space race candidates because of this. You're about to see why. You're about to see why. What's up, House? How you doing?
Has been mythologized all out.
I mean, they have all of my trade routes. Pretty much. So, can't help them too much. It's just that there aren't that many. There aren't that many hills here by our standards. All right, so 12 turns till spaceport. 6, 3, space race. Why did I only have to use 4? I don't understand that. Cool. Well, we got that. And then now we have 6 turns on the Earth satellite. Which we don't have the building yet to make that, to make the builders into production. It's supposed to be 20%, right? All right, 3 biplanes is probably more expensive than I'd like it to be. That's what I was going to do here, but I'm not. I don't think I'm spending. No. You can get one for the air score. We're just gonna barrel through it. No, it's still 20. It's still 20%. I don't. Some of it's been weird. There have been times where I've used a charger. I'm like, I think I should have more production there, but is what it is, I guess. Calm it down. It's cool, man. It's cool. Gonna be fine.
Denkt vaak dat hij maar van ons kan pakken wat hij wil. Hij heeft het flink mis.
So this right here is go builder spam, grow, and build your science districts. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. The fact that you can use your builders to create districts is pretty insane. Not to mention the fact that you're going to have particularly happy cities due to your better amenity distribution. Like, I don't even have a Coliseum, and we have really, really happy cities at the moment. So, yeah, that's a big part of it as well. We have... I thought we got some art museums. We also have Apadana, which is great. Thanks, Apadana. You'll have some music soon. But yeah, your early game with taking people over and then mid game economizing, Kevy, is just disgusting. Zimbabwe, it's fine. Do I think the Chinese Wonder Boost is comparable? No, because it falls off after there are only a few wonders that you're going to be able to even go for in that time. So I don't think it's really comparable. I think the Aztecs are way stronger than that. Still haven't built all of our sewers, eh? Build it? Because we have time, right? Yeah, we have to get through all this. Build an archaeological museum as a culture boost. I think I'd rather just buy science. Yeah, I mean he's a great war civ too. He's just a little higher skill cap than most, I think, is the way that I describe it anyways. You could also obviously just buy your spaceport with contractor. We can just save these. I don't know what we're doing with them. A little bit more cultures, nice. Haven't broken 500 science per turn. Really is a bummer to me that both the perfect city states in the game just nowhere near me. We would have had to explore better, which was never going to happen, if I'm being honest. There's our alliance level increasing just a little bit late.
And because she was so beautiful.
Fair Goldilocks. Right, Norm? See, Norm gets me. We're kindred spirits. Hey, there's our circumnavigation. Very nice. How fast did your space race end up, Norm? Can you see the Polish Peninsula? Yeah, just a second. You've got to pay up front, though. $213? Nice, man. It's pretty good. And you were ahead of me, so that leads me to believe that I'm going to be nowhere near the sub 200 mark. Here's the Polish Peninsula.
Sure,
has the Dead Sea in it.
Economical, but oh my, what fun we've lost and what leisure we've sacrificed.
Pretty impressive.
For efficiency.
No longer suzerain of Zanzibar. That will hurt our amenities. Just a wee bit. But Einstein will help. That won't. Hopefully Netherlands grab that. Sub 200 science, near impossible post rise and fall. Did it 195 with Australia, but that's it. Wow, 195. That's quite good, man. That is quite good.
If you will be so good.
Poor capital. It's just not that good of a roar. That makes me really want to push for it, Norm. I mean, if you got 213 with Scotland, I think they're the best at it, right? Although maybe not. It might be Korea. It might be like a war-focused Korea that could do sub 200. Now I have a new mission. You've emboldened and invigorated me. Everybody, as a thank you to Norm, should run over and follow his channel. He's great.
Also originated in the human brain.
We'll grab an amphitheater. It does fill me with determination. Yeah, this could have been I feel like this could have been a really solid sub 200 set attempt. We did have the envoys here. Oh, hi. Speaking of envoys, I think Scotland's the best. Used to think Korea, and now you're on the Scotland train after just playing them. I like that feedback. That's what I said too. People argued with me that it would be Korea. But my original thought was that Scotland would be the best space race civ in the game. But I look forward to doing it again. See what I think. I like to make my own mind up. All right, there's our satellite. Who else is in the game? Beep, beep, beep. This looks like a brain. Like it's a brain with the brain stem. Interesting. So Zanzibar. Who else is here? There's Grenada. Jerusalem. We saw them get taken. Lack of the fact that the industrial zone the industrial city states got taken over. That's hurting my production in the capital as well. But what is this talk of sub 200? Basically getting to space before turn 200, Brad. It was a big challenge that we had on stream pre-Rise and Fall. Haven't really been back to it since. We have 2 turns here for satellites. That means some of the old... Oh, you can get a trader, actually. That's maybe the thing to do. Just grab a couple traders. It's easy. All right, I said I wasn't going to keep spending my money because Nubia frightens me, and I'm obviously just going to do the polar opposite of what I said because I really like science. We're up over 500 now, which is good. Sub 200 culture tourism is a breeze. Yeah, it seems like it. Has anyone done it? Yeah, Norm did it. He said he had 194 with Australia. I've done it we did it pre-Rise and Fall with Montezuma, Poland, Germany. That's probably it. I can't remember other ones that we did pre-Rise and Fall. Sounds about right. Okay, we do that. Rise and Fall nerfed. Nerf is a strong word, but Rise and Fall changed the amount of boosts from 50% for free, free science, or interesting, no. For free science, down to 40%. So unless you're past the era, it's only 40%. So just the amount of time to get through either tech tree was severely nerfed. So that is the biggest portion of it. So it's just like way slower. So now instead of being at political philosophy by turn 50, now it's like 60, 65. Yeah, just everything's slowed down pretty significantly. Not to mention the AI has been getting better and better and better. So, the fact is that they're just better at competing with you for great people and things like that. Does China have an advantage then? They could. They certainly could. Also took away the ability to one-turn the projects. Wait, what? Do you know something I don't know? I know that they also nerfed the overflow that you get out of the engineers and stuff now. You don't get universal overflow out of popping a spaceport engineer. That is no longer a thing. Top 20 cap, though. It's not bad. 150 production. Kind of meh.
Right now, there are 31 satellites zipping around the world with nothing better to do than help you find your way to the grocery store.
All right. Satellites. It's going to boost 3 privateers I might be able to do. Oh, let's head this way. Let's do this one first. Is Frax's watch streams or just feedback from users to nerf things? I have no idea. I really don't know. I don't know to what level they're engaged with that stuff. It might just be like on their own forums and stuff. I truly don't know. Is that Ruhr Valley in the cap? Yeah, Ruhr and Artemis, along with our spaceport there. Just really need to get to democracy. They're pretty active on the Civ subreddit. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's neat.
In all works on natural history, we constantly find details of the marvelous adaptation of animals to their food, their habits, and the localities.
All right, so there's our ballistics boost. Go right up to steel. 3 privateers. What would that take? Way too much. Probably just way too much. Send trader out to Stockholm. I would Stockholm. Believe me. Let's run aesthetics now. Antiquity sites. Boo. Sure. I know. It's okay. I was never that salty about it, House. Neutralized my governor. Why? Pingala? No. That's rude. That's pretty rude. That slows down this quite a bit. So yeah, we're 11 turns from turn 200. I mean, we are very, very close considering. But it's not quite there. Like I said, my guess is that this will be like 210-ish. Nah, Filthy's been on the Magic the Gathering train, Kevy. I just want me to have nice things. Thanks, House. I want to have nice things too.
Never criticize a rifleman.
Cool. You know, we should go back to these sub 200 like Pericles culture focused runs as well. That would be fun at some point. So you're building a sewer? Somebody built a sewer. Did we boost democracy yet? No. How many sewers do we have? One, two, three. We have 3 sewers. So there's our 4th. Playing a lot of Civ 5 with your friends, you're wondering if it's worth it to get Civ 6 German Toaster. I really think that Civ 6 is the better game. A lot of people would probably, try to kick me off the internet for such blasphemous statements. But Civ 6 is an incredible game. It's super, super fun. I think it's way more complex than Civ 5. I think the community had issues with the initial balance of it. But at this point, they're just wrong because this is a great game. So I would highly recommend it. Yeah, to me, just the fact that you don't you have to choose where to build stuff. Your city building's way more fun. I think the government system's better. They've added a lot with the expansions. Like, I don't think you'd be sad to grab a German Toaster. That being said, do yourself a favor, grab it on discount somewhere. Projects everywhere. Yeah. That's cool. Wilhelmina can get that one. I don't want this one at all. I will pass this engineer. Who else have we lost? No, we're doing okay. Doing okay. And we are going to get a musician, too, so that'll be a little bit more, which would be great. Oh, if that's with all the DLCs, I'd probably go for it, man. With DLCs is a big deal. There's a lot of DLC for this game, including the expansion, which I would say is a must at this point. So we'll get steel, we'll get our natural fortifications, and then we'll go back towards the space race stuff. We still have 5 more turns before moon landing happens. Top 20. Only 137 production.
There are 3 things extremely hard. Steel.
Makes me sad.
A diamond.
But we are, what, 5? We're 12 turns from democracy. Yeah. Hey, oil. Wow, that never happens. Interesting that we could have done tanks with oil. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
The effect of the mass media
Allergies aren't fun, you guys.
Relief, but to
They're not fun.
the apparatus of addiction.
All right, rip our amenities. I guess just money. Government, if you're looking for production, so we can talk about that when we get there. Awesome sauce. I think this is a really good game to talk about which late game government we're gonna pick.
If it weren't for electricity, we'd all be watching television by candlelight.
I don't really want Gustav. I'm not really building any more wonders. Normally, I'd jump all over this, but we don't really want that. They are more than welcome to it. In fact, the Mapuche can have that one as well, and we'll just take Alfred Nobel. Sure. What else have we missed? Nothing. Cool. Feels pretty good. Pop that. Plastics boost. That's all right. All right. Ideology in 3. Computers in 2. Yeah. Indeed, house. Indeed, buddy. Submit that if you're going for culture victory, whichever government everybody else has the way to go. Yeah, if it lines up that smoothly, for sure. I'm gonna pass this one too. None of those were really good. No space race scientists. Yeah, so no sub 200, but we're this was a pretty solid. Miss how many civs there were in post Brave New World? For sure, yeah. The number of civs in Civ 5 is great. But we're going to get there, right, Himmel? Like, I'll bet you anything there's another fall, like there'll be a fall civ or two. And then eventually, like next fall, we'll probably get the third and final major expansion. I mean, there are already 36 leaders. I bet by the end of this, we'll have close to 50, if not 50. Yeah, I'm not participating in that. No, thank you. Hey, there. All right, so we're going to go into a heroic age, which is really cool. So that's dark to golden, and we've already satisfied that. I'm really glad, really glad that they made... This used to just be one era score, and it's like, you should get more than one era score for frickin' going to the moon. We could cheese this. Do we want to cheese this? Not the shift enter way. That's too cheesy. But we could start. How much are the builders to produce? Actually, no. We can't really manipulate overflow here too well because we're already up to rangers, and we don't have a high enough production cap. So we either build the builders because we want the future production, or we just run the research grants, which I think is fine. Yeah. And I think Pingala can come back now. Yeah. Do I try to trigger heroic ages on purpose? They're kind of tough to do that. Yeah, Pingala getting removed hurt. I agree. You refused to shift enter last night. Chat was trying to corrupt you. Don't do it. Don't cave to their demands. They're a bunch of savages and heathens. I mean, I love you guys. Please hang out. What were we talking about? Oh, do I try to trigger heroic ages on purpose? I think that's a little bit tough to manipulate. In general, it's a cool idea, but especially here, like at this stage of the, like, you can kind of do that for like a classic or like a medieval heroic age, perhaps. But that really slows down your early expanding too. I'm not a huge fan of doing it. Okay, so let's look at the governments here, guys, because this is a very fair question. So we're at the point where we have our late game government. We go from ideology. We can either do democracy, fascism, or communism. So democracy gives us 1 production and 1 housing per district, and then a big discount on gold. And had you saved all your gold to this point, we could have had another like research lab or 2, but we would have had less science. So there's obviously a trade-off there. So our capital will not only gain housing here, but production per district, and we get the best assortment of policies. Fascism is really strictly for production of units and late game domination. Communism somewhere in between. 0.6 production per citizen with a governor. So 0.6. We have 20. We have a pop. We have pop 20. So that's 12 production plus 15%. So that is probably the most productive government that we can switch into, right? Even beyond democracy. So what do we trade for that? We trade this policy and a wild card policy. So what are we doing with that? Let's switch in. You gain military policies. There's really nothing militaristic here that I want to run. So remember that you're saddling yourself with 3 military policies, and you're trading this and this. Well, what are we getting out of that? Okay, so I can get gold from Merchant Confederation. I can also we can grab something with spies, which could be really helpful, right? Either counter spying or offensively spying. This really isn't worth it to run, not worth considering. But this is right. This is 4 of that production back, and I'm trying to put it in the wrong slot. That's 4 of that production back. To try to balance out just the production, and we get a better assortment of policies here, so we can continue to run theater square stuff. We can get gold from triangular trade. We could have other wildcard policies in here if we wanted them. To me, it's still just democracy. Like, I love this as long as you have an ally that's really, really good and you can continue to help your, like, capital grow or whatever. Whatever your Ruhr Valley city is, send all your international trade routes to your ally. That's not as pretty in this game. This game might need, communism, but I think in general democracy is still kind of the way to go. If you just want all production, then go communism. But if you continue wanting to run like your other economy policies, you kind of have to go with this. And we'll go amenities here too. So now we have ecstatic cities pretty much across the board. So that's giving us extra science and production as well. So that policy is good. So the way that I see it, it's still democracy. We could probably have it out over communism. Because it'd be 12 plus the 15%. So, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 districts here. So we're getting 6 production plus 6 from that. So it's wiped out. So it's basically 15% extra production. 15% of this is actually quite a bit. It's, it's about 20 production. But I still don't think it's worth it. This just in, local American prefers democracy to communism. I at this point, I'm less worried about communism and more worried about the fascism, but, whatever. All right. If we can get to globalization, I'd be really happy. Space race would help us as well with that 15% boost. So Cold War, space race into globalization. And we just got the moon landing, so we're cruising. So we just got a huge culture boost. This obviously will take much longer than it currently looks like. All right. Rip all of our hopes and dreams. I guess I should have gotten Aspire too. We just got our spaceport sabotaged. It won't take long to fix, but it's obviously a setback. We should bring our spy home when he's done.
The Cold War is not
there he is.
It is burning.
Cool. Well, he got a level. Maybe it'll be a relevant level. Okay, so 3 turns to repair that. That's fine. That actually times out perfectly with robotics. You're hoping for more mid-game governments in the next expansion. Merchant Republic's better than that by too much. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that for sure. But yeah, I agree with Norm too, saying that the economic policies are too much, too good to give up for communism. Great musician. All right, what promotion do we get? We'll move him home next turn. We stole some money too, which means we can buy another research lab. Pretty big discount. Pretty big discount on that. We don't need the housing anymore. It's nice that our capital's growing again, though. All right, so we're still cruising with... we are actually still cruising. Build an aerodrome or airstrip on a foreign continent. Let's do that. Yeah, economic victory would be great. I would. That's one of my wishes as well. So this kind of works no matter where we build it. We'll just build it here next turn. Okay, so now we're back to normal culture. Have I ever tried to do a chiefdom only game? No. That's been suggested. Okay, so now we take our 15% production towards habitation. That'll be up next. And then here's where you're seeing our the democracy kick in. So that's a ton of production per trade route just because we have the extra diplomatic policy. So this is again why I think communism isn't quite worth it. What would the win condition for economic victory be? Probably something like build the World Bank and have a certain amount of gold per turn, or I don't know, something probably similar-ish to Space Race, except just with building like bank stuff, like getting to certain thresholds of your economy, perhaps. All right, we want to bring this guy home and counter-spy our spaceport. Let's just click that button. What? Come on home. Music. It makes the people come together. All right, are we going to lose religion? No, religion seems pretty well distributed. We're actually leading for culture victory. That's kind of funny. Build an international bank that and lend 5k gold to every other city in the game. That's a good idea. I like that. All right, so now only 4 turns before that. We get to start next turn on our spaceport. And yeah, look at these trade routes. I mean, can you say no to growing your best city that much faster? Cause a financial crisis. All right. So kind of nowhere near sub 200, sadly. Extract an artifact, probably not going to happen. I have 3 armies or armadas. I think I can boost that. 2 power plants we'd have to buy. I'm not really interested in that. 2 aerodomes. What's our next best city? What's this? Let's do that. It's my favorite civ that isn't really good. No one asked me that, house. No one ever asks me that. So we have to buy this in order to get that 15% boost. Ugh, our gold is going so far down. So it's officially past turn 200. I think I might have been wrong. It might be more like a 220 finish. Boo. So Rev had an economic victory, but it was pretty bland. 20k gold and then build the World Bank. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, same idea. I mean, she loves people that trade with her, and I mean, I can't. That umbrella is scary, so sure, I'll take a bad trade deal. Wow. Sure. I'm just gonna get bullied over here. It's fine. Wow, we could have had some interesting campuses over there. Go communism because more production. We can rush the massive space race plus logistics. Yeah, I mean, we could do the math on it, Alex. I think communism's fine, but I really like. Are you giving up all of your influence points so that you can put arsenal in? And are you taking the time to do both? Right, like the big thing is. Are you taking another 9 turns or whatever to get your second late turn government? Because I'm pretty sure just getting to globalization is the way to go. Because like I like this production on the trade route is just yes, I want that. I want that every time. All right, so we're counter spying in our spaceport here. Gluten, how you doing, buddy? Can you use the Royal Society building to speed the space race project? Yeah.
Engine for the horse marked a very gloomy milestone in the progress
Yeah,
of mankind.
you can. But I don't really think it's worth it. Unless you're cranking out builders. I'd rather just get a few more projects done.
As soon as you trust yourself, you will.
For Rise and Fall, any big differences you should know about? Yeah, governors, loyalty, governors and loyalty, probably the biggest part of it. Government Plaza is a thing now. You wanna surround your Government Plaza with districts like this. So this is our Government Plaza, and you get a major adjacency bonus out of it. So it makes these districts really, really good. Economic win with just gold is kind of busted due to Big Ben. Yeah, true. I think that's a good point, Renzetta. But yeah, once you get the government stuff, loyalty, you'll have to pay attention to, or you're gonna wind up losing some cities. Am I getting 700 science per turn? I'm running projects. I have universities everywhere. I have my policies correct. I have all of my cities at pop 10, and I'm pretty sure all of my campuses are at least +2. So my rationalism is applying to all of my universities, libraries, and the few research labs that I have. Natural philosophy is there, and this is going to get up to about 1,000 here soon.
The human race is
But then running projects gives you more science as well. Yeah, it's turn 200. We're in the late stage. We're getting close to our space race victory here. If this game goes to globalization, I'll be a little sad, but it will also end things very quickly.
better to fight for something than live for nothing.
How are these looking? Kind of miss Divine Spark. I think Divine Spark's pretty much... actually, with our last Aztec sub 200 victory, we didn't do Divine Spark. I'm pretty sure we took Pastures or something. Yeah, you could tie in luxuries to like an economic victory. I could see that. Yeah, Machu. I like those two. Multiple conditions. Just like a yeah. Should go here. It did. Hey, uranium. Okay, 3 turns on the habitation. No, I'm not giving you my art. It's my art. Can't have it. But if you get the occasion to run International Space Agency and you have a couple suzerains under your belt, it's pretty good. This is a game where we don't really have a lot of suzerains, so it really probably won't matter. 3 turns on fission. We have exactly 1,000 score. I like that. It's nice and clean. Woo! All right, heroic age. So going from dark into golden to heroic. So we get to pick 3 of these. We certainly don't need tourism. Those 2 are happening for sure. I'm still going to take this. Actually, no. Just in case somebody declares on me, I might need to produce units. This will give us 15% production. Cool. There we go. Heroic age to finish the game. One turn on the habitation, so we are still, once again, science being the bottleneck. The issue with this game was not having the city-states to help our science, sadly. So we're 10 turns. Yeah. This wasn't as close as I was hoping. Hoping? Let's invent new words today. I was hoping that that we would win this game faster. Is there a way to see the spies you've captured? So if you go, like, I don't know who's spying on us, but if you capture someone's spy, you will be able to trade it back to them. So there you go. So we've captured one of his spies. He doesn't even want it back. You're a bad person. You're a bad person, Laturo. Four envoys. Should probably send Amani out. I don't know that it'll matter. Spy got captured, so obviously the spy's not very good. Why would you want him back?
Nuclear arms race. All you're gonna do is make the rubble bounce.
Makes sense. Did we get the 15% boost? Only 800 science per turn. Okay. 6 turns on that. Thank you. Of course, it boosted this. It did do these ones. That makes me happy. But we're still 7 turns away from this now. What's the other one? More science. Yeah, we might have to legitimately return to the sub 200 challenge. It's very specific. You really have to roll well. This was pretty close to it. Had we just continued the war machine and just like captured everybody, I wonder if that would have been better. Probably. Harold, we're about to start a new one, buddy. This game is just about over, and we're going to get going with a Movemba game today. So stick around if you want to see something new, and thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the gameplay. All right, and this video is going to go long too. Sorry, YouTube, but we are just a few minutes away from this being done. Yeah, but it'll wind up being around turn 230. Poopy face. Trying to disrupt my rocketry. Oh my gosh. Good job, Counter Spy. Poland, I hate you. Sorry, Gluten. Sure. Woo! Oh. All right. Well, this is exciting. That is very exciting. Bring it. Good call on the military boost for the heroic age. I know, right? All of these are going to get pillaged, which is a bummer. Swimstream, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Counters by the spaceport again. All right. What's the rest of my military? Way over there. They're not really helping. You being a tank would be good. I saw her with the cavalry. I pretty much knew. I knew something bad was going to happen. That's fine. As long as we distract. I'm more than happy to give you a tank for not pillaging my spaceport. More art. Wow, again? Holy cow. Master Spy. He just did it again. He just got back to work and he was like, I got it. I got it, guys. It's cool. No problemo. Killing your ironclad with my caravel. Feels good. Totally fine. Fusion in 2. What's doing over there? I do want you to be an infantry. Couple mechanized infantry. Pretty much take care of things for us. Boo! Boo this scientist. Mary Leakey. That's the one we want. Space race stuff. How's your war going, Nubia? Well? Dudette! Do that. Oh my god. Hold on. I'll talk about it after this game. I checked out your music, and I'm really excited to talk to you about it. What are we doing with this? Counter spy? Never bring a horse to a tank fight, right? It's going to be on YouTube, prepped with a lot of... Sorry, YouTube. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. How nice. That was a good attack for you, huh? And then next turn we start the reactor. Oh, okay. Cool. No problem. We'll talk about it later then. Awesome. Thank you for stopping in. But suffice it to say, I really enjoyed it. But I want to tell you more than just that.
Not so much.
All right. I think that went pretty well. And then back to the reactor. Ugh. Ugh. So close. We're going to be able to get this guy. Because that would just be nice. End the game. The artist is documenting, finding inspiration. It's writing, beat poetry about the how senseless war is. Well, that was it, I think. I think that was all of our military. What's this? Oh, an apostle? It's fine. Oh, that's true. I know, our poor plane. Hold on, let's see if we can use our plane.
Globalization is like arguing against the laws of gravity.
Get a little bit closer. Despite being heavily outnumbered, our mechanized infantry has won the day. Shocking. I'm shocking. It's just amazing to me. Somehow it won the day. All right, there's globalization. So that's kind of a big deal. Don't need any culture anymore. Throw in the recently nerfed e-commerce. And then where's this? Okay. So the new UI mod that doesn't show culture faith, yeah, do that. Yeah, we're back on the CQUI, not the Hellblazers one. So that's why this is a little more concise. But all the information's still there if you just mouse over it. It's just not there at a glance, which might actually be worse of an experience for you guys watching, probably. So 6 turns until that. 7 turns on this. That's pretty perfect. I doubt we can get enough to do this. It's pretty expensive. Did you do it again? Freaking ridiculous. This is the greatest spy in the history of spies. James Bond has nothing on you. That's crazy. Pretty much, Gluten. All right, there we go. Now we're no longer scared. Aw, my biplane. It's down here. Don't worry. Size 26 capital with 220 production. I like it. That feels on par with what it should be. And nearly 900 science per turn. It's pretty good. Hey. People are being mean to me. I don't like it. Just let me end the game. We're leaving. Getting off this rock. We have to keep our ally, otherwise we lose a lot of production. So that's a big deal. Cool. 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 What tier 1? We went with the audience chamber. Not the audience chamber. Yeah, audience chamber. All right, do that. We'll see you.
It is obvious that while science is
You did, Eminem. We are a few turns from victory here.
In the construction of hell.
Got a late game war. We got our spaceport sabotaged. This guy's a freaking genius. Our spy's amazing. Like, every single turn, he's killing. This is amazing. I've never seen the AI throw this many spies at my spaceport, knowing that I'm going to win the game. That's really, really good. I mean, I'm glad they're doing that. But I haven't... Like, every single turn, this guy's killing a spy.
I beheld.
That is gracious of me. I could destroy you, Nubia. You got a culture... You got the culture victory as Genghis? Nice. No idea, bro. Can you name your spies? I think so. Yeah, you can.
If technology
Kaboom.
is the engine of change, then nanotechnology is the fuel for humanity's future.
So 230 victory. Sad. Sad about it.
This
Thought it would be faster. Aztecs into space, space, space. You want to call him James Bond? We can. Oh, maybe I can't. Seriously, oh, okay. Got rid of Liang. That's fine. Man, the spies are real. Yeah, you actually cannot name them. Ooh. Maybe, like, in between missions you could? I don't know. There you go. Did it again. That's like the 5th neutralization. I mean, that's just silly. Does anyone know what the video that plays for a score victory? No, it's not a real victory. I know, right, Ranzetta? And this one's like fully promoted, so it's weird.
I love watching my mum argue with the GPS on the way home.
Spies can't use fake names. It's the law. Nice, nice, Anexi. All right, 3 turns till victory. Never got a chance to grab Carl Sagan, unfortunately. He may not have enjoyed it anyways. 8 production trade route. 230. Okay, so we're going to do a real quick experiment with 1 more turn left in the game. Oh, no, we don't have communism. Never mind, I can't. I was going to switch into communism and see what our overall production looked like. All right, 230. 230 on the dot. So we got to shave 30 turns off this. I think we can. I think we can. Another one's in the books, though, you guys. Enemy spy killed. Oh, that's siphon funds. That's fine. Bye, everybody. To space we go. Cool. What's that, Sean? I can't hear you. Why is this video always so quiet? I don't understand. You'd think there would be some noise in space. Oh, maybe that's it. No one can hear you scream in space. That was a pretty exciting game. Thank you, guys. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. That was a fun one. Thought we'd get closer. Had we been able to take the Mapuche with our muskets, I think we would have shaved a few turns off the game, but not 30. It wouldn't have been 30 worth. Had we met like Geneva and Stockholm in our initial because we did get early science. I think that would probably have made the difference. But 1110. We are Eleanor, obviously. Looks great. And there you go. If you're watching over on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. I'd love to see you in person. Bye, guys.